This has to be the most biased pick ever.
I hate it here.
I mean, they just got their ass handed to them.
I think I'm chasing the value on this game.
I like my takes how I like my woman. Hot and questionable.
I'm way better than Tyler.
What are you doing, Lewis?
I'm laying the points.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Laying the Points. Almost got you guys a special Wednesday episode after the Friday episode last week, but we're back on the regularly scheduled programming on our Thursday mornings. Boys, how we feeling?
Pretty good.
I'm good, but I'm also nervous because of the Yankees. But
What's the score
other
right
than that,
now?
I'm doing well. Nothing. But there's runners on first and second with one
Yankees,
out. So
Yankees just had
still double play. Right?
Yankees just had 2 on, 2 out. and now
Just
the Astros-
absolutely just kidding.
Oh, geez.
Oh, Aaron!
The
Aaron
judgment.
make a play.
Oh fuck!
Aaron
I-
dives in
No,
play.
why? How are you like 10 seconds ahead of me?
Lou, put it
Yeah,
on.
no,
Show us
that was
the
nuts.
clip.
All right, hold on.
Wait, what the hell? How are you 10 seconds ahead of me? I
Hold
watched
on.
it.
Oh,
Yes,
fuck.
but that was
How do I
insane.
flip?
Holy crap, that was insane.
Oh.
Oh, laying out.
Oh. There we go.
There we
Better angle.
Oh, Aaron.
That was
Nasty.
full extension. Actually crazy. Holy crap.
That was nasty.
Delicious. So that saved a run, right? Is that 2 outs
Saved
or?
2 runs. No,
That
was
saves
one
2
run.
runs. That's one. 2 outs now.
Okay.
Man, that was a
Provide
live
fucking-
look-in.
That was great content right there.
That was
Exactly.
fantastic.
Middle of the intro, we love it. It's nothing better. But so obviously Yankees beat the Guardians. My Guardians, obviously. Big sad. But
Oh my god. Liam, I'm just upset that I'm so delayed because Kano's going to react every time something happens and just going to ruin it for me.
I guess let me throw that on my side monitor just so I have something to look at. Let me find a stream. Buff streams. Actually, no, I should have it live.
What the
Yeah,
fuck was that gong sound?
I hit my mic.
Oh,
My mic arm. But yeah, we're gonna have a quick show for y'all today. I think we're just gonna focus college football, NFL. I'm gonna give out some NBA futures at the beginning here because I'm the GOAT. Celtics, first one to the moon. Celtics over win total. I think it's 54.5. Nuke it. Second, Oklahoma City under 26.5. They're in the Wembayama sweepstakes. They're going to win like 10 games. Then Knicks over 38.5. And an unofficial one that is strictly based on the game right now, Nets under, whatever it is. No idea. But they're getting dick fucked by Pelicans right now. So gotta nuke that under. Team's just fraudulent.
Zion MVP.
It might be, but no, I think it's more the Nets are just on early fraud watch.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even put them on early fraud watch. They've been on fraud watch, brother. The
Fair.
second that they got Ben Simmons, Steve Nash as a coach, they've been on fraud watch.
So did you guys see Harden last night? He had this like mean step back, got somebody fucking falling to the baseline.
The shimmy.
He bricked it. Yeah. Like, come on. You can't be doing that. You can't do all that just to come up. Like, it wasn't even close.
No, like he actually airballed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's hysterical.
It was disgusting.
I believe it or not, Alec, before I get into my college picks, I actually threw $50 on Jason Tatum MVP.
He might. He
what
he and
he-
JB
like-
popped off.
And it's just like it's so easy for him, dude. And like he's just gonna keep doing it, and they could be a 1 seed again, like they easily can. Like, why
I
not?
feel like he's gonna average 25, but I feel like he also has those games where he's just like abysmal. You know what I mean?
I
Like
don't
I feel
know.
like
We'll see.
I feel like he has
Dude,
those
he's
games where he's like
another year older, man. He's another year older.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. I don't know. He's not inconsistent by any means, but I feel like sometimes he has those like
You know what's crazy?
he bombs sometimes. He just bombs. And obviously
Yeah.
everyone has those bad games,
Yeah.
but I feel like when he does it, since his shots are so tough to begin with, it just looks worse than I think it is, but I
That's
think
the
his
it's
thing.
a decent-
His
I think
bad
it's a
games are
decent bet.
so noticeable. Like when he just has
Yeah,
a bad game,
Very.
like his stat line will show it's really bad, but then like his body language, the whole game he'll just show like he's playing terrible. It
That's-
showed in the finals. In the
Yeah.
finals, there was times in the game where he went like 1 of 11, and you were just looking at him and be like, all right, dude, this kid's not getting out of the slump. Like he's gonna shoot his way out of it, and then finish the game like 3 of 20.
He had Andrew Wiggins on him, so
His
Wiggle,
problem is he whines so goddamn much. Like we saw it in the playoffs all last year, like where Ime was basically telling them, "You guys have to stop fucking complaining to the refs. Like we're not gonna. It's not helping our case." And then last night they called like an awful foul call on Horford, but they were able to review it. They challenged it, but because Tatum whined to the ref, he got a technical. And even though they reviewed the foul, they blew off the foul. He still got the fucking technical, and they shot the free throw, whatever, because he couldn't like keep it in, and that's like I don't know.
That's so annoying. With
It
basketball.
sucks.
That's like they all just like their like complaints on fouls and stuff, and just like, what are you doing? I don't know. But surprisingly, as a New Yorker, I shouldn't like any Boston team. I actually kind of do like watching the Celtics. Maybe that's because in UMass it was kind of just fun watching them, but like I could root for them. Maybe I won't like openly root for them, but like I don't hate them. Like
There's not the same amount of rivalry. Like
exactly, it's not like the same
the
like
rest of the
hatred for them
sports.
as there is in like all the other sports. So I kind of just enjoy watching.
they're a fun team, and I think they're gonna play a lot more like fuck it ball now that Udoka's not there. I think they were doing a lot of that last year, where they're just like we're better.
nah. I am.
Guest appearance. Is that Nick?
Say
Nick
hello.
Mangia?
You gotta cut
Okay, Jesus.
I actually didn't hear what he said, but I'm not gonna ask.
You know what he said.
I could probably guess.
Yeah.
All right. So with all that said,
Okay.
let's go into college football picks.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right. So I'm gonna go over last week quick. Last week we had Kansas at +9. They ended up closing at +10.5 and covering that number. But
he did.
Doesn't count.
So
False.
I'm gonna count it as a nothing, just an absolute nothing.
I'm counting as a
Question.
dub.
That's just how it is. Penn State, we had the under 51 that ended up getting murdered because there was like 5 touchdowns that were like over 50-yard touchdowns. Like what the hell? It was like 6-0 going into the second quarter and ended like 41-17. So
And
that's
Penn State points were just a disaster. It was a catastrophe. It was a
listen,
bad day.
I said that I
It was
wasn't
a sad day,
taking points.
bad day.
I said I was not taking their points because everyone was you two were on it. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna be smart here, and there's 2 people on it. I'm gonna fade it. Tennessee +7, no matter what. Those were my exact words. They won outright. Oklahoma State +4. They should have won outright, but they still covered the 4. Clemson -3 won outright. Mississippi State, Kentucky under 49 won. That hit with ease. And then the only other L on the board was classic revenge alert, Utah -3. They won outright though. They just did not
Didn't cover.
So let's go into this week. This week we're going back to Oklahoma State +6 against Texas. I really like that play, but looking at the sheet, it looks like not only does Alec like it, but Bacano likes it.
Yeah, that's where I'm getting a little nervous now. This is like a squad ride, horns down.
So with that happening, I'm officially removing it from my card.
I think this is just like a Quinn Ewers is a baller.
Yeah, like I just typed remove next to it because I'm no longer playing it, but I would have played it. But I'm no longer playing it.
It's tough.
Second, we're going Cuse +14. I think Cuse is a legit football school.
Sean Tucker, baby.
Like
They're not a basketball school.
Like they are a football school. They're no longer a basketball school. They are a football school. And listen, Clemson, they were kicking the crap out of Florida State last week, and then they only ended up winning by like 6 or like 7. Like they made it really close towards the end, which wasn't comfortable for Clemson -3. And then Clemson, they're home Clemson, and Clemson doesn't lose at home. So like I don't think they're gonna win, but I think it could be within 2 touchdowns. 2 ranked teams. Syracuse is playing for so much. I think Clemson probably thinks it's an easy match.
Go ball!
Vader!
Yeah!
Oh my God, Bacano,
That was
you're
so
always
loud.
fucking ruining stuff for me. Ruining.
The
Sorry.
math-
When
So
the
how is he
ball
this good?
was smoked.
How is he this
Vader.
good?
Masturbator.
Jesus.
The guy
Sorry,
cannot be
I saw the
fucking
I saw in the corner of my eye the ball just fly.
Yeah,
And
that
I
was
had to
that
react.
was a bomb too. Holy crap! What is he? Who is this man?
It's on roids.
What's
Get him
Jordan
a piss
Montgomery
test.
doing? Everyone who was like, "Oh, Jordan Montgomery pitched
piss test him,
scoreless
piss
innings
test him.
against the Chicago Cubs." Yeah,
I mean, Montgomery balled.
They won the trade. He pitched well the first 4 starts, and then he did nothing after that.
It was fine.
But
Fun
again,
fact,
keep-
one time. Wait, fun fact. One time I
Okay.
traded for Harrison Bader one time in MLB The Show. First at bat, cracked a homer.
Crap.
Never hit a home run with him again.
Thank you, Lou. Big stat.
No problem. No problem.
So we're on. So Q's plus 14. We're going. Here's a trend I've noticed. These newly ranked random ass schools always lose the next week, like just always, or they just don't cover. So newly ranked Tulane. We're taking Memphis plus 7. It's just like the whole these teams that are like get ranked number 25 week in and week out. They always end up losing the next game. JMU last week loses. Appalachian State after beating. They never got ranked, but after beating Texas A&M, they don't cover and then they lose. And there was another school, can't think of it off the top of my
I
head.
thought they did
Second
get
day.
ranked. I thought
Oh,
they
they
were
did.
like one of those.
App State never got ranked. No,
I could have sworn App State was like a 25, but then went back to unranked.
no, because they lost their first game. They were 1-1. If they were 2-0, they would have got ranked. I don't believe they got ranked, but whatever. Even if they did, that just helps my cause even more. But so those are my 2 point spreads, and then I have 2 overs. I'm going Baylor, Kansas over 50.5, and TCU, Kansas State over 54. And those are my only 4 plays.
Big 4. Alec Picano.
I think it's Alex's turn. He just zoned out for like.
Sorry,
for a
I
minute.
was looking at something. My bad.
I actually saw
that.
He was just like,
I was invested in something on the side. This is the like 1,000-yard stare. My bad. Yeah, let me hop in. So to recap my last
Yeah,
week.
Lou, wait, Lou.
Killing me.
You'll never believe what Joe S just texted me.
what do you have? First home run, Harrison Bader.
Yep,
Really? Is that a thing?
I guess.
That is fantastic.
That's
Oh
an
my God.
insane bet. Because it's not like he's batting what, 6th, 7th?
Yeah, he's batting 6.
What were the
I
odds
think
on
he's
that?
batting 7.
What are the odds?
1,600 or something.
Wow.
Sheesh.
And he hit it
wow.
He hit it yesterday with Giancarlo Stanton too.
I guess he's just cracked. I don't know. Anyway, I gotta get into mine. So I was 5-5 overall in the week, which, as we know, breaking even is a talent, so we'll take it. Coastal Carolina, James Madison, Mississippi State. I'm not mad about those games. Just disappointed in them. I mean, those were never close, and it was a shame. Jets in Tennessee, they are legit teams. So Green Bay and Bama, could have seen it coming. But you know what? Pats, Arkansas, Clemson were free. Minnesota almost screwed themselves in the NFL, and then Oklahoma with ease. Never a doubt of the backdoor cover. So now this week, actually, no, I do have one thing I got to do. So as y'all might know, I did have my little bet with Lou about the Jets and the Bears, Giants and Bears.
Giants there.
And I just I knew the Bears were going to be bad. I didn't see the Giants coming out being this legit, knocking off Baltimore, knocking off all these good teams. And I mean, with a loss to the Commanders at home, and
At home.
yeah, and the Giants beating the Ravens, I had to cash out with down 3 games, so I paid up to Lou, and I did have to purchase some merchandise to rep my new bandwagon.
That's a nice cap right there. I like that.
It's not a bad lid, I don't think I'll ever wear it, but I'm here for the bandwagon. I kind of like the backwards, like the Giants logo like that. I like that a little bit better.
Right on them. Look,
Yeah. What do you got? What do you got?
I only got one hat in here right now, but it doesn't have the logo on the back.
See, it's about the fitted, baby. The fitteds. This is like $10 on clearance on Giant store. I had to pay more for the shipping than I did for the hat. That was quality.
It's impressive that you got it that quickly, honestly.
I paid for the 2-day shipping. It almost didn't come today, and I was like,
That's why we did the pod today and not yesterday.
exactly. But yeah. So with that out of the way, let me hop into my college picks. The first one, Friday Night Light special. UAB is at Western Kentucky. Points are 2.5. Western Kentucky is the favorite. This is a fun matchup. Western Kentucky's got one of the nation's best passing attacks. UAB's got one of the nation's top rushing attacks. And that, both defenses match up well against the other team's respective offense. So this is a best on best, strength on strength, 1v1s, baby. It's going to be a great game on Friday Night Lights. Everybody knows you have to take the Friday Night Lights game. So with that being said, give me the passing attack at home. Give me the Bailey Zappi Beasts, Western Kentucky at home, -2.5. Easy money. Second pick, we talked about it earlier. I'm taking Oklahoma State +6. They're a higher ranked team. They're a 6-point dog at home. Bullshit. Fucking hate that. Texas nearly lost to Iowa State last week. They should have lost to Iowa State. I mean, Oklahoma State, they lost to TCU, but TCU's fucking legit, bro. I mean, I don't know. It was a get-right, bounce-back game. Give me Oklahoma State. The third game, Wake Forest -20.5 versus BC. It's just a slow mesh, baby. It's all you need. With ease. You hit it, quit it, forget about it. Easy money. Next game, TCU -3.5 versus K-State. TCU is legit. I think K-State is overhyped because of their win versus Oklahoma when people thought Oklahoma was still good. I know they can run the ball pretty damn well, but I think TCU, they keep the pedal to the metal, again, at home, so they're only getting 3.5 points at home. Come on now. Give me that. In the last game, this is a late edition, little sprinkle. I'm taking Minnesota +4.5 versus Penn State because Mo Ibrahim is elite, and Penn State just let up like 450 yards rushing to Michigan. So I don't know. Maybe Mo Ibrahim can do like 350 and just win the game. That's what I'm thinking. That's my hope anyway.
I think I'm gonna go and change something, but I'll get into it. Last week for me was absolutely not great. It was kind of a shit show. 1-5. 1-5.
Not ideal.
Not ideal at all. And the one win was USC. They covered.
They did cover.
But let's get into it. I'm pretty simple. I have no real Rocky Top. Ooh, Wolfpack. Nothing this week. Just kind of plain and simple. Cream cheese, butter on the bagel. Pretty simple. I'm gonna go. We talked about Oklahoma State, Texas. I think Oklahoma State is just the reverse jinx to myself. It's nothing more, nothing less. Obviously, Texas is my team. I talk about Texas weekly. I need viewers to throw the ball more and get it into the end zone. And I think with me saying that Oklahoma State is gonna win, I think he's gonna do that. So it's just a reverse jinx to myself. Penn State, Minnesota. I agreed with Alec up until about we started the pod because I was looking at this game and then I was like, well, Penn State also has a really good running back and that kid's a freshman and they call him Baby Saquon and his real name is Nick Singleton. So I'm going to take Baby Saquon over Mo Ibrahim any day. So give me Penn State running back battle, run the ball all day long. Also, Penn State's whiteout game. They don't usually lose this game. So I'm going to say Penn State on this one.
I did not know that.
UCLA, Oregon. Game day is going to Oregon. Eugene, Oregon. Upset of the week, I think this would be considered, correct? UCLA beating Oregon?
I guess, but UCLA has never beaten Oregon.
Yeah,
that's what
I saw something of Oregon hasn't lost at home either in 3 years.
Yeah, and this is going to be the game because the guy with 2 last names is going to run up and down the field and throw bombs. So Dorian Thompson, what's his name? Dorian Thompson Robinson. That's what I thought it was Thompson Smith, but DTR. Dorian Thompson, DTR. Thank you, Lewis. DTR is going to run up and down the field. He's going to throw for 500 yards. The guy's a beast until they play USC. And then finally, I'm going to go with a Lewis special. Thank you to you, Lou. Ohio State. But just the first half. just
First half.
just because of the fact that they're playing Iowa.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The total's what,
And-
49 in that game? It's so low, but I mean, it's Iowa. Iowa fucking blows.
And
I think Ohio State might hit that by.
I know,
by
but
themselves.
look at Ohio
Just
State.
literally by
Ohio State put up 49, 49, 52, 77, 45 in their last 5 games.
I'm
Yeah, but
laying
that
the.
was
I'm
probably a
laying
better
the 30 is
defense.
one of my picks. That's one of my picks. I'm laying the 30.
Yeesh.
I'll
all
get
I'm
into
saying,
more of the reason after Pecano's done, but go ahead.
all I'm saying is, close it out. Iowa lost on the bye. They
They
lost. in
did
the bye
lose on
week.
the bye.
So anything's
Mhm.
possible. On to you, Lewis.
Wait, real quick.
Um,
You said you were 1-5. Did you not take the Rocky Top last week?
No,
No.
he didn't. He didn't. He
Oh,
took
see,
Alabama.
how can you not take the Rocky Top when
Rocky
you
Top,
are
Well-
Rocky
Mr.
Top,
Rocky
Mountain
Top?
was a Rocky Top.
I'm never not taking the Rocky Top now.
You've
Like, I
been
have
on
to.
the wrong side like 3 times, haven't you?
Yeah, I literally been on. I've been off of Tennessee 3 times and I'm 0 for 3.
Yeesh.
So I got to get on the train to get off the train.
Fair enough.
Lou, on to you, big guy.
Awesome. So I think I also had a rough week last week in college, at least. Penn State L. I had SMU minus 12.5 against Navy. I want to say, I think that's correct. They didn't cover. I think they only won by 10 or 7 or something. Don't even
I think
remember.
Navy had like a elite backdoor cover. I saw that on Twitter.
Yeah, most likely. That sounds about right. I honestly don't remember my other picks. For some reason, they're not in the spreadsheet anymore. I'm gonna have to talk about that to you guys when we get off here. Delete my fucking picks up there because I can't.
Nobody
remember.
deleted your picks. You just probably never wrote them or they're
No,
down
last
there
week
somewhere.
was the first time that I wrote them, and now they're not here. Anyway,
I see them. You had Kansas +9, Penn State +7, Arkansas money line, Stanford Cardinal
Arkansas money
17,
line, Stanford Cardinal outright, motherfuckers,
plus
outright.
17, and USC +3.5. So if you count Kansas as
3-2.
what they closed at, you had an unbelievable week.
3-2, 2-2-1, however you want to put it. That's a pretty good week. Thank you for. I don't know where those.
better than-
I haven't. Where
On
is
the
it?
bottom, on the last page.
You on the right sheet?
I might be on the wrong sheet here.
Fucking guy.
All right, it doesn't matter. Either way, decent week. Stanford, shout out to Stanford. Notre Dame sucks. Let's get into
They
it.
do.
SMU, I'm going back to SMU this week. +3.5 home against ranked Cincinnati. Cincinnati played a close game to USF, and also a close game to Tulsa. And I think SMU, with a win here, maybe they can, spark some discussion into getting ranked again. If they were ranked this year, I'm not really sure. But I really just love that wide receiver, Rashee Rice, I think is his name. Unbelievable player. I'm going to ride him until the wheels fall off. Not in a weird way. I'm just going to ride him.
Oh,
I'm just going to ride him. No AO. I also agree here with Pecano. I've seen a lot of hype on UCLA. I haven't watched them one time this year, but I have watched Oregon. Bo Nix is a loser.
no, he's been
UCLA
balling.
Give me UCLA +6 all day. Then I'm still going to go back to my roots here. Kansas +7.5 against Baylor. This team is a covering machine. I don't know what's so special about Baylor.
They're 6-0-1 against the spread this year. I saw,
Covering
Is that
machine.
including last week or not?
including last week because they covered last week. The
It
spread
did
was
not.
The spread
It
was
did.
10.5.
Fake spread. Fake
It
spread.
covered. It ended. It closed at
spread.
10.5.
Doesn't
They
count.
lost
I'm
by
saying
10.
for us, maybe for us, it's like 5-1, but in real life, in the real world, they are
Yeah.
6-0-1 against the spread. In the real
Yes.
world,
Thank you, Tyler.
Fake.
So
world.
we're not gonna ride that till the wheels fall off too. Kansas +7.5. I'm getting a touchdown again. Go with me. Then Pecano touched on it a little bit already. Ohio State -30.5 against Iowa. Iowa might be the worst football team I've ever seen. I mean, it's just like, and the coach was asked in the press conference, do you think switching up the quarterback would do you guys any good? And he just flat out said no. And it's like, how could you even say that with a straight face when this guy Petrus puts up maybe 10 points a game? Like it is horrendous. I think Ohio State legitimately just runs them out of. I don't even know if this game is in Ohio State or Iowa.
It's at Ohio State.
Oh, okay, yeah. Good luck to you, Iowa. I think they're in for Ohio State might hit the over 49.5 by themselves. I don't know if Iowa scores one time. Maybe a field goal. Maybe
You
a
know
field
what's
goal.
kind of
So,
interesting with the Iowa quarterback Petrus? Obviously, like he sucks. Like I'm not saying he doesn't suck because he clearly does, but he has 161 pass attempts. CJ Stroud has 160. So like they low key throw the ball the exact same amount of times, but like
they just can't complete a pass or something.
they just can't complete passes. He only has like 67 completed passes to CJ Stroud's like 113.
I believe I took Iowa against Michigan like 2 weeks ago, and it was just like it was just terrible. It was terrible. I don't know why I did that. Stupid Louis. Now we're going back to smart Louis. We are going to bet against Iowa every chance we get.
You like smart Louis.
Yeah, everybody likes smart Louis. That's the end of my college football picks.
I think if you guys are both taking UCLA, I'm making Oregon a play. Gotta fade.
Do it. I like that mentality. I really do.
If you actually think that Bo Nix is gonna do something,
Bo Nix has been legit thus far. He's not playing an SEC team. He will be good. If he was playing,
this is a statement game for Chip Kelly.
That's
Big
fair.
win here against Oregon. The 6. I mean, this could be a 3, 4, 5-point game, and you win. 1, 2, doesn't matter.
I'm surprised. Nobody mentioned Ole Miss
analysis
either.
right there.
Yeah. None of y'all mentioned Ole Miss though. I figured somebody was gonna.
I peeped that. I think it's incredibly suspect.
It's a trap. It's a trap.
Yeah, +2. That's incredibly. They're +2 at LSU.
Yeah, I believe I saw that too and didn't want any part of it.
Yeah.
So
But
take us in the NFL, Lou.
Yeah, let me get into my NFL.
Do you want me to read your last week's picks because you don't see them?
Yes, please. Yeah.
You had bet the Giants in all caps.
Easy.
You had Bucks -8.
Not easy.
You had the Pack Attack.
Not easy.
I had the Chiefs too.
You had Chiefs +2.5.
Bodied.
Do the thumb thing. And then you had the commies.
All right, there we go.
Nice.
2 and 3. We're hanging in there. It's not great, but I'm giving you plus money dogs here. Giants for free. I should have bet the Jets because the Packers are just awful. But
we actually all took the
Packers.
Pack.
Yeah, the
and
classic.
I always take the Jets too. I'm like,
Get reverse spreaded, Aaron. Get fucking reverse spreaded. I have to go on 2 tangents really quick before I hop into my NFL picks. One of them is a positive tangent. One of them is a negative tangent. I'm going to go with the negative first. And this goes back to my Super Bowl pick, which I can't even believe I'm saying right now. What's the Denver Broncos?
They're so bad.
I don't get how it's possible for an offense to be this bad with Russell Wilson. Russell Wilson played well in Seattle last year, if I'm not mistaken. Like he wasn't this bad.
He got hurt.
He was an MVP until he got hurt.
Before he got hurt,
every year he's a week
Russ.
1 through 7 MVP every year.
He was normal Russ last year. Maybe he fell off a little bit after his hot start. Then he gets hurt, and then he comes back and he probably did all right. I don't really remember. All right enough for the Broncos to hand him $250 million, and it just tie game.
How?
1-1.
Yeah, shit.
Martin Maldonado is the one who
I'm
beat
so
him.
far back.
How do you let Martin Maldonado beat you?
Who's that's gonna go fucking
All right,
first
stay
to third
with
right
me
here,
Stay with
or
me
first to
Stay
home?
with me.
It's 2
I
outs
have
with their
no-
fastest guy on.
I didn't know who was on first.
I have no idea how it is possible that the Denver Broncos are this bad. Their defense is legitimately the best defense, I think, in the National Football League. Pat Surtain, monster. Bradley Chubb is playing well. They're getting really good linebacker play. They have an all-pro safety. I knew the defense was going to be good. I was right about that. This team, they can't run the ball. Nobody gets open. I think they got sacked 6 or 7 times against the Chargers. I mean, it is an abomination what is going on in Denver. And I am sorry. I know Tyler wrote it a little bit. I hope you guys didn't. I'm just trying to go 4 for 4. I followed the same formula. I'm sorry, Patan. I followed the same formula. Brady goes to Buccaneers, new start, fresh team, really good team around him, wins. Stafford goes to LA, fresh start, really good team around him, wins. Russell Wilson goes to Denver, really good team around him, fresh start. They are complete dog shit. I have no explanation. Russell Wilson looks terrible, and I don't get how you just fall off a cliff so fast. But I got hoodwigged, I got bamboozled. I'm flabbergasted by how bad the Denver Broncos is. Yes, Pecan.
Can I give a reason why they stink?
I also have one. If you don't say it right now,
Why do the Denver Broncos stink?
Yeah, I have a reason why.
Oh, please.
Because Nathaniel Hackett is a fucking stooge.
You know that
He's
guy.
pretty bad.
I didn't even mention the coach in my rant. He's fucking awful.
So
He reminds
who goes first, Russ or Hackett?
Hackett.
Well, it has to be Hackett. They just paid Russ a gajillion dollars.
Uncle Colin said today the Cardinals and the Broncos have quarterback problems, and if he was the Denver Broncos, he would call the Cardinals and say, "Hey, I'll give you Russ for Kyler Murray, and I'll give you like a 3rd round pick for Kyler. Russ in the 3rd for Kyler Murray."
I don't think anyone does that.
The money evens out a little bit, not crazy.
It's the dead money, though. The dead money is the problem.
Like, to me, they're just essentially swapping like young Russell Wilson for old Russell Wilson. I don't know why Arizona would want to do that. But I like talent-wise at this point, it's like pretty much the same thing. I bet the Cardinals last week too. You can't score a point against. You can't score a touchdown against the Seattle Seahawks, who in the last 2 weeks prior leading up to this game have given up 11 combined touchdowns. 11 in 2 weeks. And they couldn't – they scored one, and it was on a blocked punt. That was their only touchdown of the game. So that's another abomination. Get Cliff Kingsbury the fuck out of here. Enough with the negativity, though, unless, Alec, did you have a question about the Broncos?
I had 2 points now that he brought up coaching. First, the reason why Russ wasn't like Matt Stafford and Tom Brady going to a new team winning is because Russ is a fucking loser. That's why.
He really is.
He's fucking family, fucking Jesus.
Was he always like that?
Yes.
Was it that? Like,
I knew he always like
he was never this
shit,
apparent. He was never this apparent, but he's always like family Jesus in football.
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like maybe just because he's sucking now that like people are like bringing up like the videos and the memes. I was like, is that why, or is it because is this like his first year doing it? Because if it is, like he should.
I don't know. I don't know. And I got roped in. I got roped into the whole Broncos country. Let's ride. I loved it.
God.
I loved all the videos. I loved saying it. And it's like, you know what? I was playing with house money because I was 3 for 3 in my last 3 Super Bowl picks. But this pick makes me look so bad that it almost just tarnishes the reputation that like I didn't go 3 for 3. Like I didn't go 3 for 3.
What this pick is doing to you is what Russell Wilson's play is doing to like any potential like Hall of Fame votes he has.
True.
I agree.
Because if he had like 5, let's pretend like this is like fake scenario. Let's say he had 5 Hall of Fame votes, he probably has 2 now. You know,
If that.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. So I know I have to work. I have to work to get the people's love back in my corner, the trust back in my corner. I'll probably do that just by betting on the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl and putting my eggs in that basket. But I haven't made a decision yet. That's not the official decision. The Bills are a better team, but I haven't made a decision on who my new pick will be because the Broncos, as far as I'm concerned, are completely terrible, and it will be completely over when they lose to the Jets this week. Positivity rant time. And a big fuck you to everyone who doubts the New York Giants because this team is incredible. And I said week 1 on here, obviously it was going to be my hot take for the full football season. I said the Giants could sneak into the playoffs and win a playoff game. Not only are they're not going to sneak into the playoffs, they're going to be firmly planted into the playoffs come like week 15, 6. They won't need like week 17 and week 18 to get in, is my point. This team is good. This team is very good. They're very well coached. Brian Daboll is coach of the year by far right now. I don't even think it's close. Daniel Jones, he's just not losing games. He's thrown for over 200 yards one time. And they don't
Jimmy
have
G.
Thank you. They don't have a single receiver over 200 yards on the season yet. Their leading receiver is a 4th-round tight end from San Diego State, Daniel Bellinger. Who would have thought? Honestly, who would have thought? Not me, not any of you. It is incredible. The defense, I mean, Thibodeau's coming along, game-changing play on Sunday. Ojolari's getting back. They have a good front 4. Adoree Jackson's playing lockdown at corner. Xavier McKinney, great safety. Saquon Barkley. I mean, this team, it can make some noise here. I'm not going to go this far yet, but right now they're plus 2,500 to come out of the NFC and represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. And when you look at the NFC at this moment, the Bucs aren't all that. The Packers aren't all that. The Eagles are really freaking good. I'll give them that. But other than that, it's like you show me a team that the Giants can't beat in the NFC.
When's their first game? Eagles Giants, because I know they play the last game of the year. You know when their first game is?
First game, I can check for you exactly right now. It's probably like week. Let me see. Probably like week 13, I want to say.
It'll be circled on the calendar.
Week 14 at home. So they get them at home first, which is good. Their next 4 games, in case anyone was wondering, in Jacksonville this week, I will be there. At Seattle, I won't be there. Then they have a bye, and then they come home and get the Texans at home and the Lions at home. So I'm not a math magician here. If they go 2-2, and that's being like like I'm disappointed if they go 2-2, you're still 7-3. You know, so moving on. The Giants are a real team, and let me get into my NFL picks, and I'll stay right here with the Giants. I don't get this line at all. It's probably going to lose, but there's absolutely no way in hell that I'm not taking the Giants plus 3.5 in Jacksonville. The Jags just lost to I think the Texans or something. They lost to the Texans like 2 weeks ago. They lost to the Colts last week. I mean, they seem like they could be falling apart after a hot start. Seems like the Giants are the last team anybody wants to play right now. So, yeah, I'm going to take the Giants there. I'm only not confident because the line is so suspect. Like, how could they be underdogs? But I'm taking it anyway. Call me a fool later on when it doesn't hit, but I don't care. Going back, I'm actually going back to pretty much 3 picks that I had last week. So the Giants were one. The Bucs, I think they're going to be pissed off this week. Tom Brady's going to be pissed. Bucs minus 11 against the Panthers. I like it. I like it a lot. Panthers just suck. I think they're starting Jacob Eason at quarterback. Is that true?
No, Darnold's back. Don't worry.
Oh,
Darnold's back.
Yeah, Darnold's back.
Either way, that basically sounds like Jacob Eason to me. So I'm gonna still ride with the Bucs there. My next play, Chiefs minus 2.5 against the Niners. They're in San Francisco. Tough game. I don't think the Niners are still healthy though. I think they're still missing Trent Williams and a bunch of other guys on the defensive side. So I like the Chiefs to bounce back here. I mean, they didn't even play a bad game last week. Mahomes made that one mistake on the last drive. Fucking threw the ball right at the guy. And that's how they lost the game. So shout out to the Bills. Great team, but I think the Chiefs rebound here. I like the 2.5. My last play, I haven't bet against this team in a while because they're actually pretty good, and I hate them. And I hate that they're pretty good. It's the Cowboys. I'm going to take the Lions plus 7. Dak's first start back. I think he could be a little rusty. I think Kellen Moore maybe forgets, like, you just won a bunch of games running the football. Like, keep running the football. I don't know if he's going to do that. And I have to see it. Before I can believe it. And the Lions are coming off a bye. Should have Amon-Ra St. Brown back. Should have DeAndre Swift back. Maybe they can keep this game close and just cover the 7. And yeah, I'm not incredibly confident in that one, but I am going to play it because fuck the Cowboys.
Thanks, Lou.
Those are my 4 picks. Yeah, so let's go Giants. Let's go Bucs. Let's go Chiefs. Let's go Lions.
Thanks, Lou. I'm gonna get right into them. Unlike you,
I'll be right back. You can keep going now.
Unlike Lou, I'm gonna join him, and I'm only taking the Giants this week just because of the fact that Lou's going to the game. That's it. That's the only reason why I'm taking the game is because Lou's is going to the game. Secondly, I'm getting the Panthers and the Bucs. I'm taking the Bucs.
I have to dip here real quick. I'm going to be back in 30 seconds.
I'm taking the Bucs strictly because I'm going to the game.
Oh.
Pre-game? What just happened?
I think Picano's got dinner on deck. All right. Well, Picano goes dinner. I guess Tyler and I, it's just down to you and I. I'll hop into my picks.
How does he just mute himself and just be like, you could always just be like, yo, 1 second.
Yeah. Just, hello?
My
you got dinner?
No, my mom was yelling at me because she was asking me a question about downstairs, but then I yelled at her.
Okay.
Where am I?
You were talking about you're
All
going to
right,
the Bucks
so
game.
I'm gonna restart with that. So, like Lou, he's going to the Giants game this week. Panthers, Bucks. Not only is it a revenge game for the Bucks, they're gonna come out pissed off. I will be at that game, so I'm gonna take the Bucks for that for a sole reason. We just had a huge rant about the Broncos and how they stink. And the Jets are really good. They've been really, really hot. They're giving me old 49er vibes. So I think that they're going to come out, and Russ obviously knows what the old 49ers did to him, broke his heart a bunch of times. So I like the Jets this week. And finally, Packers Commanders, pretty self-explanatory. Packers, 2 bad losses, and they're versus the backup quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. I like Aaron Rodgers versus the backup quarterback any day of the week. So, yeah, give me those.
All right. For my picks, I really don't love any of the spreads this week to make it like a surefire play. The only one I will be touching is the Giants-Jags game because it is a line that makes 0 sense. And everyone knows that a line that makes 0 sense is only a thing because Vegas knows something. In my heart wants to throw everything I own, every penny on the Giants money line. My head knows that Jacksonville -3 is the play, strictly because that's what Vegas thinks it should be. So give me the Jags. They got a pretty good defense. They've got Etienne starting to be something. Trevor Lawrence can run the ball into the end zone, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that was frustrating. They had 3 rushing touchdowns last week, and none of them were to Etienne or Robinson, who I have on fantasy teams.
Yeah, they
Very
had two
frustrating.
QB sneaks, and then Jermichael Hasty from like 55 yards out.
Yeah, like what the hell?
It was very random. But so since that's my only spread play, let me let Lou back in. There he is. Luis connecting Lou. Give you my Lou. I want him to know that I'm fading the Giants again. Lou.
I'm back. I'm sorry about that.
You're good. So Picano went through his. I started with mine. And
Lou, I'm only taking the Giants because you're going.
I appreciate
fading
that.
the Giants because Vegas knows the Giants
Vegas
are going to
knows.
lose.
Vegas
I know.
knows.
You have to. You have to take it.
It seems like such a sucker bet. It seems like such a sucker bet.
Sus line alert. So alongside my Jags -3, I will be going to the quantity unders club because everyone knows this is the year of the unders in the NFL. If I saw something, it was like if you bet $100 on the unders, you'd be up 1,500 right now or something. Like it's hitting at an insane clip. So without any analysis, we are going strictly quantity. I'm taking Saints Cards under 44.5 tomorrow night. Taking Colts Titans under 42.5. I'm taking Packers Commies under 42. The line is 41, but I'm going to buy it to 42 because it's only like -130 to do that. I'm taking Bucks Panthers under 40.5. I'm taking Steelers Dolphins under 44.5. I'm taking Pats Bears under 39.5. A game which I'll be at. I didn't even realize, Tyler, you have to go to a game so that all the LTP members can go to a game this week.
Wait, Picano, where you going?
Bucks Panthers.
No way.
Yeah.
That's why he took that game.
That's why I took that game because I'm going, Lou.
Would you take Bucks?
Yeah, of course.
Had to.
Of course.
Yeah.
I could take the Pats,
No one's
but
home. The Jets and the Giants are away this week.
okay, so just go with Lou to Jacksonville.
Classic.
Problem solved.
Yeah. I will say all three of the unders I took were the 3 primetime games because for whatever reason primetime unders are just free money.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? I feel like such an easy under this week is Jets Broncos. That's at 38.
Yeah, that's why I didn't take it.
That's incredibly low.
That is so low. But like,
Stanton off the wall.
Off the wall, Stanton. Oh, they stopped him.
oh
Because he's slow.
yeah, because Rizzo. Rizzo actually is the slowest human being of all time.
I mean, isn't Stanton?
Now you got runners in
No, I
scoring
think
position
I
with
honestly
Donaldson
think Rizzo
up.
might be slower than Stan.
Now you got runners in scoring position with Donaldson up. These runs will not
Oh,
score.
we're screwed. We're screwed.
fucked.
Donaldson's not
So
gonna score
fucked.
one play. Oh,
Runs a
Donald
lot.
Father.
Stanton got to get that over with this short porch.
He's just small.
Yeah, goddamn. All right, I'm gonna go into my picks so we can wrap this up. I don't think I did crazy well last week. Took the Bengals, took the Falcons, win. Took Panthers spread, Green Bay spread, loss, and then the Bills Chiefs over, which was obviously a trap.
It was close.
Towards
Sort of.
the end, but like it was such a low scoring game.
Yeah.
But all right, so we're going Jets money line against the Broncos. I took it 2 of the last 3 weeks. I don't take it last week, which was ridiculous of me. But I didn't believe, but I do believe now. The Broncos are horrible. Russ is now has a new injury that he's going to complain about. And honestly, I hope Russ plays because that makes the Broncos worse. I don't know who their backup is, but he's probably
Brett Ripien.
Yeah, and he's probably
What Josh Johnson? NFL journeyman Josh
Yeah, Josh
Johnson.
Johnson.
No, they cut him. They cut him. I wish it was
really?
Josh Johnson.
I hope
Damn.
Russ plays. So we're taking Jets. I'm going to take the Packers as well, -5.5. I'm going to take the Chiefs -3. And then I'm going to take the Falcons +6 because, again, they're America's team. I don't know how
They're
no one
America's
mentioned
team.
it.
6-0.
Connor
They're
mentioned it.
America's
Connor
team.
mentioned
Who
it.
are they playing this week?
The Bengals.
I love it. Adding it.
But again, they're America's team. They're covering. So even if they lose, I don't even care because you have to ride. And then we're taking over 51 in the C locks because they play Lockdown D apparently, which is fake because they don't play Lockdown D. It's the Chargers.
Who do play Lockdown D occasionally.
Kate up Donaldson.
Donald Father. Terrible. All right. Well, I guess that wraps us up. Anybody want to add anything before we get the hell out of here?
Giants are a real team. They're a real team. Everybody else should be afraid of them. That's it. That's all I got.
Also, how did the Phillies choke today? Weren't they up 4-0?
Yeah.
Go Yankees, go
they
Cowboys,
kept-
go Texas.
They kept
Go Bucks.
They kept Nolan.
I'm out.
Too long. He was
So
getting hit around, and then they just kept him in for no reason, and then he just kept getting hit, and then they brought in probably the worst person you could bring in, Brad Hand.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah. Damn, I can't. I'm not surprised Donaldson just struck out there because he's actually horrible.
Well, let's see if the
But-
Carp can do anything.
He won't. He's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts in the postseason.
We will see if the Carp does anything, and then we will get out of here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Even though I'm like 10 seconds behind. Actually, I might be more than that. What is it right now for you guys? Mine's 1-0.
Now it's 2-0.
2-0? All right. These guys, I don't know.
I'm telling you, I think this is going to be Donaldson's last game because every at bat he has is horrible. You have to go IKF third and Cabrera at short. You cannot have this guy fucking
Is Waldo,
Donaldson in the game still. He's useless. He cannot make contact with the ball.
just platoon him. Put him in versus the lefties. Easier
There's no point.
matchup.
He sucks against the lefties too. That's the thing. Yeah, as Waldo Cabrera, he's a switch hitter. He hits lefties. So it's like,
True.
why wouldn't he be in the lineup today? Can't tell you, but can Carp
Just
do
because they
anything?
wanted the
It's a ball.
experience.
That's a ball, Lou, and you know it. You know that's a ball.
Not a ball.
I wasn't really paying attention.
It was a ball.
That's a ball.
Of course, Carp's going to take 10 years for this at bat. I was hoping he'd just swing after I said we'd wait.
It
What a
sucks that
loser.
the like Rizzo and Stanton, they're obviously leading 4 hitters, but like holy crap, they're so fucking slow.
Yeah, I mean, but
But again, I don't
gotta
think
put 'em
anyone's four hitters
somewhere.
'cause there's one out, so Rizzo, it's a line drive, so he kind of has to freeze.
yeah.
Oh my god, a pitch in the dirt and he swings over it. This guy's soft.
Carp, the fish.
It's like everyone I talk to was like, "Oh, Carpenter needs to be back in the lineup." But like, the dude hasn't had an at bat in months. So you're just gonna put him in the lineup against the Astros? Like,
Yeah, it's a tough spot for
It's
him.
and then
Verlander.
everyone's like, he needs to be in the lineup. Stanton needs to play the outfield. Stanton hasn't played the outfield since July.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't know if he should be in the outfield, and I don't know if Carp should be in the lineup. They have not played.
I feel like this is not the time to
The
experiment.
mustache is still fantastic.
The mustache
It is
is good.
amazing.
Lou,
I
don't
love
say
it.
anything because you are a couple seconds ahead of me.
Yep.
You should have just bunted. They've got the shift on.
But yeah, it's
Nice
like, how is
shift
this the time
pussy.
to bring someone in?
He's gotta take his time. Gonna swing their towels a little bit.
Are you watching it, Alec, or are you looking at the game cast?
I'm watching. I'm just like very delayed.
I hate Donaldson so much.
No, Rizzo's literally halfway down third.
I know. There's no one even.
Well, yeah, there's
I'm
nobody
surprised he's
nowhere
that
near.
wise and even more
You
off.
could just steal home.
No, because
It's Rizzo.
Rizzo is legitimate. It's actually kind of.
He is more than halfway. He's more than halfway down.
I mean, he could realistically get to the end of where it says postseason, and who's going to get him out? Like, is Verlander going to beat him to third? Is Bregman going to beat him to
Strike
third?
3. Yep, it was strike 3. Of course it was.
Carp's
What
a
a
loser.
useless-
That's tough.
All right. Well, I haven't seen it
All
yet,
right,
but
buddy.
we know what happens. So we'll catch you guys later. Take it easy.
Good luck.
So yeah.